Chukwudi, what exactly is your work? 2 years, you have sold phone, you have sold car, you have sold shoes, and now you are selling furniture. What exactly is your work? Now, are you like Chukwudi that you have been selling different kind of things? I understand. I'm sure it's because you are trying to make ends meet. Country hard. That is one of the reasons why in the next 100 days, I'm going to be showing you a better way of doing this thing. How you can find purpose, how you can stay and focus on a business and build it and become a huge name. I'm going to be teaching you how to build a successful business. And even if you decide that you want to go online and you want to diversify, I'm going to be showing you exactly how to do it. And also I'm going to be fixing that mindset of yours that has been taking you pure. Join me on this 100-day journey. It's absolutely free. Titled Mind and Money. I am going to be teaching you skills that will help you transform not just your mind but also your pocket. Click on the link below to get registered. See you there. You know say too much garri dey cause alcohol. And you know say this your garri wey you dey take na because of Satan. Now, let me show you how you can increase your income. Let me show you ways. Like, stop drinking garri every single day. There are other types of food. There's rice, there's beans, there's chicken, there's so many other things. But you cannot afford those things if you rely on only one source of income, which is your salary. In the next 100 days, I'm going to be sharing with you how you can make money both from cryptocurrency, forex, and from owning a business. And that is not just all. I'll be adding a bonus on teaching you life skills, how to get out of depression, how to handle breakup, and how to live a best life. If you are interested in turning finance around, click on the link below and join me on this transformative journey. It is absolutely free. Stop drinking garri every time. Because I said it's free doesn't mean that the link is going to remain open forever. Get on the board. I'll see you then.
All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to day 82. Day 82. All right. So today we are looking at under the cryptocurrency diaries. We are looking at play to earn, gaming for gold. Right? Gaming for gold. Okay. So I'm sure a lot of us are used to playing mobile games, playing computer games, and all of that. Okay. So if you're used to playing games, those days when we used to play, what game is that now? Mario, right? So when we used to play Mario those days, as you're playing your Mario, you're picking coins. Mario will go and hit one block multiple times, and a lot of coins are going to fall out, right? And most times you have a lot of points, a lot of points. Then there was also a time a game called Bounce. A game called Bounce. I think it was on those early Nokia phone, right? After Snake and all that, all those phones that look like this. There was a game called Bounce. As you are bouncing, you're earning points, you're earning points. Now, can you imagine being able to sell those points for real cash, for real life value? That means you are playing game and all the coins, all the money you are making, all the money you are acquiring on the game, you can sell them, right? Just can you imagine? What would it look like? The possibilities of making so much money just playing games. Okay, so there's been a lot of attempts, for people to convert all these tokenized assets on gaming platforms to real life value. And one of the things that spearheaded it is, of course, blockchain. The blockchain that was introduced after Bitcoin has gone on to provide so much potentials and so much possibilities, right? The blockchain has gone on to give us so much potential and so much possibilities. So a lot of platforms are now coming up. People are now taking advantage of the blockchain technology, and they are using it to create many use cases. And one of these so many use cases is play to earn. Play to earn. Now, the whole idea of gaming for gold is that all those points, all those coins, all those things that you used to get online, that you used to get playing games, imagine they could be converted to real cash. Now, also, if you've seen a game, if you are an adventure fan, someone that plays all these heavy games, Tekken, COD, and the rest of them, let's look for a game like let's look at a game like COD, like Call of Duty. Now, imagine playing Call of Duty, and as the higher you go, the higher you have access to buy some certain kind of weapons, right? You have access to buy some certain kind of weapons. And of course, you are buying these weapons with in-game, right? In-game points, in-game coins, in-game funds. The funds or the points or the coins you are making from the game. That's what you are using to buy these things. Now, imagine that you could get maybe a gun or a skin or a cloth or something or a character. There are games that you play, and of course, you unlock some characters the higher you go. Imagine that every character you unlock, only you have access to that character. Imagine playing this game such a way that you unlock different characters, only you have access to those characters. You unlock different weapons, only you have access to those weapons. Now, remember when we talked about NFTs, non-fungible tokens? Now, imagine that you have a weapon that is unique in the entire game. And this is a game that can be played among different people worldwide, right? So just imagine that fact. Now, this is also another part where it gets interesting, because now we are not just looking at being able to exchange the points for money. We are also looking at being able to exchange some assets, some tokenized assets for money. And that is where NFT comes in, right? That's where NFT comes in into the gaming platform. Now, why have all these been how has all these things been made available, or made what has led to all these things to for us to have access to all of these things? Decentralized finance, DeFi. DeFi is one thing that has bred or allowed the breeding of NFTs, right? It has allowed the breeding of NFTs. Okay, so basically, when we talk about gaming for gold, we are simply talking about the concept where you play games, to earn cryptocurrency as reward. You are playing games to earn cryptocurrency as reward, and this concept is called P2E. P2E. So basically, these P2E games are blockchain based. They enable players, to earn cryptocurrency as reward by participating in various game activities. It could be completing quests, it could be battling opponents, it could be acquiring virtual assets, right? So you could complete some quests in the game and you earn, some cryptocurrencies. You could battle some opponents and of course you earn cryptocurrencies. While you are playing the game, you could acquire some virtual assets, and that's what we talked about, NFTs. So these games basically leverage on blockchain, on the blockchain technology, to provide a transparent and fully decentralized ecosystem where players can own, trade, and monetize their digital assets that they have earned within the game environment, right? Okay, so typically, the way these things work, the P2E games operates on the blockchain. And these P2E, these games have in-game assets. And these assets are NFTs. They are non-fungible. They are non-fungible. They are minted and owned by the players that are trading. They are minted, they are owned, and they are also traded by players within the game. So players can earn cryptocurrency reward by engaging in several gameplay activities. They can also engage by contributing to the ecosystem or by participating in community events. All these things. Rewards can be exchanged for cryptocurrency. So imagine that you have a skin. You earn a skin maybe by completing a particular level on a game. and you could sell the skin for cryptocurrency. And of course, you can now convert your cryptocurrency to cash. Or you can also use the cryptocurrency to buy some other things that can be traded on an external exchange. So what are some of the benefits of these P2E games? Of course, financial incentive. Now, during the lockdown, the lockdown gave birth to the whole idea, or it didn't give birth, it further gave credence to the whole idea of the metaverse, right? Human beings are social beings, right? But people were more, people could not interact physically, but there was a need for interaction. And it gave rise to metaverse, right? So a lot of people were now doing virtual video communication. That's one of the things that led to the big boom of the metaverse. People still wanted to communicate and interact, seeing each other, but in a virtual space. So you are in your room and you're having a meeting with people in a virtual room. You just put on your VR Google and you're in a room with plenty people. People can see, people can talk, but in a real sense, you are the only person there. So all of this led to people wanting to interact in another dimension of reality. That's what we now call virtual reality. Okay, so after all of this, people felt it's not just to be able to communicate. Can't we also make money? Right? Because most businesses were closed, most shops were shut down, and people were at home playing games and all of that. So how can we monetize all these games that we are playing? These are also some of the benefits. So that was what led to, of course, P2E games, and the financial incentives came in. So one of the benefits of P2E is financial incentives, where players are offered, an opportunity to earn cryptocurrency reward while enjoying the gaming experience. So this is the difference between, the P2E games and your traditional games is that your traditional games, you're just getting, traditional gaming rewards, points, and all of that, but it cannot be converted to real life assets, right? It cannot be converted to money physically, right? But with P2E, of course, you can do that. The second thing is digital ownership. Ownership. Now, when you're playing P2E games, if you have earned or acquired some certain type of asset, in-game asset, they become yours, like forever, or all throughout that game. Let me not use the word forever, right? And these assets are now NFTs. They are not fungible. It's not what you can easily swap. Your asset is different. So if the game says, okay, when you get to level 100, you are going to be able to, acquire maybe this particular skin, and they create only 10,000 of that skin. Of course, what does that mean? It means it's for the first 10,000. So anybody that gets to level 100 after that and needs to go to the next level and needs one of those skin or one of those assets, you have to buy it from one of those first 1,000 or first 100 people that bought it. So that's just an idea. So it gives you what? Ownership. So you own the NFT, you own the virtual currency, you own that digital collectible. Right? It allows for what? True ownership and retention of value. Number three is decentralized economy. Decentralized economy. P2E games, of course, operates on the blockchain. And the beauty of the blockchain is decentralization. So it ensures that nobody is dagoing anybody. There's transparency, there's security, there's immutability of your in-game transactions. Any transaction you do is recorded on the blockchain. So your mind is at peace. Right? Your mind is at peace. Okay, the next is community engagement, of course. Now, if you've played some certain type of game, you will discover that if you are really active in those games, especially if these are games that are connected online, before you know, you have started creating, you have started interacting with players from almost any part of the world. And most times, before you know, you've made friends. You know, you have met players that you share common interests with. Before you know, you've collaborated, and this brings about a whole lot of community engagement, right? So players who share common interests, they collaborate on in-game activities, like I just said. And of course, they contribute to the growth and the development of the ecosystem, right? Then, of course, play to earn opportunities. Play to earn opportunities. Some of the benefits of P2E games is the opportunities that it brings along. You know, it democratizes earning opportunities. That means just anybody can earn. It allows players from diverse backgrounds to participate and earn rewards based on skill, dedication, and contribution. Based on skill. So, you know, formally, most Nigerians are not very good at, you know, making so much money online, because most of the games that, you know, had some of all these features where you could earn are really heavy games and require very powerful internet. But with the advent of P2E, there are so many opportunities. So players that are from the suburbs, provided you have the skill, you have the dedication, you can you can earn rewards. You can earn rewards, right? So some of the, as we speak now, do you know that we have well over how many? How many? Let me see. Let me see how many we have. If I'm not mistaken, we have well over 2,615, over 2,500 play to earn games. Over 2,500 play to earn games. Right? And there is over 25,000 different tokens for P2E. So this is not an area that you want to even be joking with. Instead of pressing phone and swiping on watching status and all of that, if you are a game person, play game and make money. Play game and make money, right? And some of these games, you know what? They are free to play. Oh. Some of the games are free to play. Some of the games, if you just need to hold their NFT to play. That's all. And of course, you earn. Some of them you earn NFTs, some of them you earn purely crypto. And most of them have strong values. They have powerful value. So one of the things you need to do is to go out there and look for these games. Go out there and look for these games. So I am going to, before I get out of your face, I will give you a link where you can go and look for these games. The name of the link or the site where you can go and get this is playtoearn.net. 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 Right? Okay, let me put that down on screen. That's playtoearn.net. So this will give you a lot of information on play to earn games. Then, of course, from there, you can start doing your due diligence, start digging deep, and I'm very sure that if you pay serious attention, you could make good money, right? You could make good money. You could make some very sweet funds, right? So basically, this is where we are going to call it a day. There are so many platforms. But I've given you the assignment. I've told you about it. I've told you the possibilities. I've told you all what you stand to gain by, engaging in P2E, right? So all you just need to do right now is visit this site, play to earn games. A lot of people have made serious money, blood money, in P2E. I think just recently a platform, a play to earn platform, launched, did an airdrop, and a lot of people made stupid money. A lot of people made stupid money. A lot of people made a lot of money. A lot of people made a lot of money, right? So it's not one of the things that you want to. It's not one of the things that you want to, take for granted. So many play to earn opportunities are still coming up. Please take advantage of them. Take advantage of them. And I think the Pixels was the platform that gave people some serious money in their airdrop. And people that engaged in playing the games also got some money. Right? So, like I said, go ahead. If you have the time, if you have the internet, if you like playing games, please monetize it, turn it to money. And I'm very sure that if you put some attention into this, you could start raking in some thousands of dollars, right? So this is where we bring tonight's meeting to a close. By tomorrow, we are going to continue. And tomorrow's topic is tomorrow's topic. By the way, today is day 82. We have 18 days to go. 18 days to go, right? So it's going to be a powerful session. Tomorrow's topic is, what's the topic for tomorrow? Yeah, I think it's love and abuse. Okay, so tomorrow we are going to be having a guest, and it's going to be powerful. Okay, tomorrow's topic is why can't I say no? So we'll be having a guest tomorrow, and I trust that he's going to deliver very well. Okay, so until then, please do take care of yourself. Thank you for your time. Thank you for trusting us. And till I see you again tomorrow, God bless you and good night.